Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. What's up, Dad? Good to see you. Dad's first on this morning. T-Man. Hey, Bill. Good to see you. Awesome. Bill, were you on last night? Was that you? I was trying to think it was that was you and Jeffrey. When I was doing the silly flute stream and singing some songs. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a review of what we did yesterday, talking about our practice routine and just one of the many, many ways we like to practice. I'm going to put this link in the chat here of, let me just do this really quickly. Get rid of that. And I want to make sure anybody watching here at iMusicAcademy can get this little practice sheet. So, let's do this. I'll copy the link. And right now, while we're live, you don't have to ask for me to unlock it or anything. But I always like to do that after the fact. I mean, sometimes I keep open links up, but I think it's better for me to get this to our members and all the people hanging out at the channel. All right, here we go. So anybody watching this, you can download that. There are no restrictions on it or anything. All right, let me go ahead and pull this up. Let me make sure I've clicked on the right thing. Yeah, there we go. All right, now I just clicked on it myself from the chat and it'll take you right there. Just want to make sure you're good. And somebody, if you would, just go ahead and actually click on that and let me know that you have it. All right, here we go. Let's dig in and have some fun. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to be going over this practice routine. Let me see why that keeps skipping to that. Okay. Oh, I know why. It's in the wrong place. All right, so again, good to see you, Rick. Awesome. Rick's third today. And Vicky, good to see you. All right, let's go. So the first thing is the 5 blues scale pattern. And actually, let's do this. Let's turn on a backing track here and just get this going. Let's do the shuffle blues this morning. You guys can let me know if it's too loud, if we need to adjust something to a 1. So this is a great way to start warming up. C blues. Notice how even as I'm warming up my fingers, you're getting a good work out in, and also all the notes work. And I'm just doing the first 5 notes of the blues scale, and I want everybody to first of all, let me know if you can hear both instruments or the track along with my playing. All right, so I hope that there are a couple things I want you to see as we're doing that. The first thing is, if you have the first 5 notes of the blues scale, you can play any notes on any chord and it's going to sound great. That's hopefully what you guys got from that me turning on the track. And the next thing is I want you to connect your voice with your playing. So we had this bo da 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 da, and I think it's really important for everybody to start connecting if you're not doing it already. Connect your voice, like what's going on inside you, so that you can get out your own melodies. Bo da bo da. And one way to do it is if you play something, and even if it remotely sounds good or feels good, or one little idea as you're coming up with all these ways to turn this around, repeat it over and over. So that's tip number one. The second thing is we're doing a trio style blues, right? So instead of just this, and I have some solo blues piano tips I'm going to share with you in just a minute, but instead of just that, if the bass player's already doing his thing, right, and we need something to play over what the bass is already doing, we can give our C9 chord, which is our 3 flat 7 9, and even that right there is a really good tip. And then remember, the C9, the 4 chord, wants to go to a 13 chord. A 9 chord wants to go to a 13, so you go from C9 to F13. And then the next thing is, this is the 4 chord. Well, the F13 can go to the 5 chord, which is just up 2 half steps. So for our 5 chord, which is G on our simple C blues, we go the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord, which is C, F, and G. So for C, you're going to use C9. For F13, you're going to use that voicing, flat 7, 3, and 13, and then flat 7, 3, 13 of the G scale, right? So then the next thing I want you guys to know is that, just as a reminder, that when you're wanting to get some different rhythms going, and people have been asking me about this, so just to go over this really quickly again, you can always get things going by doing things slow and straight. And this goes out to somebody who asked the question about not only locking up the hands, but about fingering and using certain things, and they were asking me about the repetition and everything. So when I'm playing, here's how you're going to get something. So somebody was using just thumb on the solo thing, and they're starting to now use the index finger. And what I say is to get this into your muscles, whatever you're doing. One way is to do it slow and straight. So if I wanted to get a little rhythm in my right hand, I go 1 and 2 and. Okay, notice that my F sharp got the and of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And notice that my F sharp locked up with the chord. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. So I could actually practice it like that, like short if I want. So I start on the C, 1 and 2 and 3. I get to that F sharp, and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's just one way of doing it. So you practice it slow and straight for a while, and then you can speed it up and have sort of that more swing feel. If you understand that, got it in the chat, and I'm just going to demonstrate this one more time, and then we're going to go on and get to this practicing thing where we're going to go in all keys. So now I'm doing 1 and 2 and 3, and I'm just going up and down, automatic pilot on purpose. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. If you're a beginner, you can do left hand only if you want. And if I want to work both hands, I'm going to do both in the same. I'm going to go. Now maybe go back to the chord. Okay, now what I'm going to do next is connect my voice with my improv. And you can start by just going up and down. Let's do that. Here we go. Ooh, da, 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 bum, bum, bum. Ooh, da, 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 bum. 2 and 3. Bo, da, ba, da, da. Bo, da, ba, da, 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 bo, da, da. I have to go. Let's do that again. I cheated. I went up to the A flat. Let me go ahead and stop that, and I haven't been looking at the chat really quickly. I want to see how you guys feel about that. All right, so again, Vance is in the building. Good to see you, Vance. We have Bill, of course, our newest member. Hey, I want to take this time to thank all of my members. I have to do this really quickly. You guys are always coming into the chat, interacting with each other. Y'all are so good to each other. And just really thankful for all of our Academy members, all of our YouTube channel members. So we're still stuck at 10. I'm looking for the next person to join. I'm going to start doing even more craziness inside the YouTube channel because you guys know there's tons of information in there. But we're going to do some really fun things, or keep doing really fun things. It's loaded with stuff. But thank you for all of your support. All right, here we go. Hey, Rolf, how are you? Rolf like golf. Yeah, very good. Good to see you. And I appreciate all your feedback on the channel. All right, here we go. So let's keep going on this idea. What do you guys think about that? I mean, we're going up and down. Right? And notice that I started singing. I went da 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 da. I cheated and I went up to the A flat. But I had one simple melody idea, and I was just doing it over and over. Bo da bo da, 2 and 3 and 4. Da 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 dum. And then I repeated that over and over. And then at the end, what did I do? I did a blues scale. Be da 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 ba da da bo da da. Be da 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 bo da 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 da. Right? Be da 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 da. And the other thing I'm practicing with my vocal chords, locking up with my melodies. Now, if I'm just sitting around myself playing things, I'm not going to play as good or whatever's really in me. It might just be my fingers doing the work, and I'm just randomly playing craziness. If I'm singing along, or at least you don't have to always sing out loud, but if you're singing along and you're really playing what's inside of you, that's what our goal is. And all of you have your own melodies that need to come out, and even when we take this 5-finger pattern, you can get some crazy success, okay? I want to do it one more time because I think it's that important, and then we're going to do a crash course reminder of what we did yesterday, okay? Let's do that. I think this is so important. So maybe I'm going to start off by going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. I tell you what, I'm going to do something fun for our YouTube members in just a minute. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Notice that I'm doing the and of 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And Rolf, I've got a tip for you in just a minute. Here we go. 1 and 2. When we do the solo piano part. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Notice that I have to get to that F sharp before I hit it again, right there. There it is. 1. And you can go slow and straight. Well, I would stop the track, but let's just keep rolling. All right, now is improv time, and I'm going to connect my vocal cords to whatever is going on in my mind. I'll do what I just did so that you guys can hear it. That's a little bit different. Now I play a little bit and let it rest a little. So we can make up a song for Rolf. Here we go. 1, 2. His name is Rolf. He likes the golf. And we're glad he's hanging out with us. See how easy that is? His name is Rolf. He likes the golf. And we're happy that he's hanging out. So I can go here. Blues scale. Isn't that nice? Like that makes your blues scale sound nice. His name is Rolf. He likes the golf. And we're glad he's hanging out with us. His name is Rolf. He likes the golf. And we're glad he's hanging out with us. And 2 and 3. His name is Rolf. He likes the golf. Okay, now there are a couple of things I wanted to show you that I just did. Obviously had a simple melody going on, but his name is Rolf. He likes the golf, and we're glad he's hanging out with us. And then at the end of the song, I went blues scale, and I went, but then I went up to the minor third, right? This idea of that minor third on top. Isn't that nice to go here? And then the last thing I did is I went here, right? Which is our third up to the root, right from Blues Volume 1. All right, here's what I'm going to do because I like doing this. For my, hold up, I got something fun we're going to do. This is going to be good. I was just doing a ton of ideas from Blues Volume 1. So let me just get this. Let's see. It's Blues. Dang it. I can't spell. Try this again. Blues Volume 1. What did I do with this? A long time. No, we need today. We need today. Let's see. I'm searching volume. This PC. Maybe this is it. What does that say a long time ago? We need the date. We need recently. Downloads. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's just my stall tactic, I guess. I need to be in the Google Drive. Now, okay, Blues Volume 1. All right. So, share this. Okay. Let me make a copy of this. Organize, make a copy, there it is. Okay, copy of the charts, and I'm gonna go share with, copy the link. All right, here we go. So for all my members, and like I said, I'm looking for my next member of, if you want to join our YouTube channel, just click join. So here's what I'm doing. Blues Volume 1, the course. Okay, so as perks you guys get from joining our channel membership, we're going to get from 10 to 11. Somebody out there is going to join us. And you have to be musician tier or higher to get what I just sent. But here we go. These licks that I just did, so if you already have the course, don't click on it. But if you don't have the course and you're a YouTube member, click on it. If you don't have it. Vance was nice. He got, yeah, I did get the haircut. All right, so watch this. So I did this at the end where I went, right? And that is lick number 10 in Blues Volume 1, just so we're good. And then the other thing we did is we did this. Remember that the top half of the blues scale is such an important part of your playing. Right? And how nice was that to have this little 5-finger pattern? You guys know that I have that beginning blues sheet. It's in the YouTube channel membership. It's all around tons of my videos. You get this 5-finger pattern going. You start singing along. And then you go, right? This is gold right here. Now, that's just in the key of C. If you're playing blues in C sharp, in D, in E flat, in E, right? All the keys, same exact fingering. So if you ever want to play some blues with your friends and you're like, even if you're a beginner, and they say, all right, we're going to be in the key of A. And you're like, okay, all right, let's see. I remember the key of A, right? And I practiced the first 5 notes of the A blues scale. But also remember this, and let me demonstrate this in C one more time, is that in the key of C, you have these 5 notes. And remember your secret sauce, you go down 3 half steps. And you have the first 4 notes of the A blues scale. Remember that your C blues scale works perfectly with your A blues scale. Let me demonstrate that with the track on. 2. So first 5 notes are going to work. It sounds amazing. I'll go down flat 7. Now here's the A blues scale. I can even stay there for the whole blues. Watch this. That's from Blues Volume 1. All right, now, this will be fun. So, as a part of reminders of how to practice this stuff, is from Blues Volume 1, you have this. All right, our most popular lick that got us over 1 million views. Then you have, let me see if I can even remember the second. The second one is the diminished thing, right? A little old school. The third one, I think, is maybe, it could be this. Right, that right there is right out of the A blues lick, which comes right out of this idea. If you're in the key of C and you need that blues, you can use this lick for days. Right? And I did a video yesterday of all keys on Blues Volume 1. Kind of crazy. But then, anyway, then you have that, and then you have this. What I love about that, when you talk about transposition and learning things in different keys, that's a really great lick / exercise of using the octave, the flat 7, the 6, the flat 6, and the 5-note blues pattern, right? That's really cool. All right, so then we had this, right? What a great simple lick there. You have the C6 lick, right? And you have this. And actually the shorter version is this. Right, what a fun little idea there. And so all of these licks are so good for you guys to get those minor third to major third licks under your fingers along with the blues scale. So let me demonstrate a few of those. So the first one is this. You can go F, for G, C6 lick, 2 and 3 and 4. C6. All right, now here's another little tip for you guys. I think you guys are going to love this. When you think of when I think of a little so many piano players I could refer to right now, but like Red Garland and several other piano players, like if they're doing this little, if you mimic in the left hand the rhythm, you go bo da 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 ba 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 ba, and I'm just doing blues scale right there, right? Any of those notes will work. But notice how I'm practicing this. That's a really fun technique. You have bo da 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 ba ba. All right, so again, this is just from Blues Volume 1, and if you click on that link, did I put the link in there? This is for my Blues Volume 1 people. This is going inside our YouTube channel membership. I'm really excited to have the next person join us. All right, now I really want to pronounce your name right. You're going to have to help me. Awesome. All right, hey, let's do this. Let's wrap up by just doing a few more of these. So again, Blues Volume 1 has this stuff right here, right? And all it is third up to the root and coming down. We're gonna end, and then whatever key you're in, same thing, right? If you're in G and you practice it, it's the same exact fingering. But here's what I want to leave you guys with is lick number 8 and 9, and Vance knows this from yesterday. Like if you go to the octave and you go to the tritone, you have this, right? So when I go to F and for G, and what this teaches you is to hold those notes on the top, right? And here. And then the other one is this. Which one do you like better, Vance? Do you like this one? And Rick, I'm curious to know, all of you, like, what do you like? This would be 1 with the octave. And this is 2 with the flat 7 on top. What's nice about that is you get it under the fingers. What is happening is the C7 chord, and this is just a quick tip. If I go C7, C, E, G, and B flat, and my index finger goes up to a whole step, it goes to the triad, so you have this. So any key that I started on, it's an F7 chord, and I go index finger up a whole step. Now, we have a bunch of people watching, at least, 15 or so. It goes up to 20. I need everybody to like this video. Right now, I'm showing 5, but I'm sure it's more. You like the first one because it uses the whole hand. That's right. So Vance likes this one. I agree with you, Vance, that's really nice. Everything fits under the octave. And speaking of that, watch this, Vance. So you have this right here. And I'm practicing holding the top note. And with this volume 1, all the fingerings, of course, they're always written out exactly for you to practice and taught very slowly. There's video that goes along with that as well. But you have this right here, and then you have this, Vance. If you want to, you can play the C6 lick right in there as well. You can also play this one. Right? Think of all the different licks that fit right in the space of this octave. All right, yeah, that's really nice. So, and even these licks right here, we didn't even do this. And that is just your do nothing till you hear from me. You can add that as well. And let's just do one more improvisation using some of these ideas and remind you, repetition is your friend. So for days, you could be doing this. You could go 2 licks, right? Same thing on F. How about example number 10? See how I did that? I'm mimicking what I'm doing in both hands, right? And 3 and 4 and ba 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 ba. Yeah, so even let me stop that. Yeah, so whatever the melody you get going on, just do it over and over and over and over. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, he's got to hand it to me. Once again, Vance always has the poet who lets you know it. All right, let's wrap up by doing this. We're going to wrap up in the next 2 minutes, but here's what I want you guys to know. Is that as you're practicing these things, and sometimes over 30 or 40 minutes, I can cover a lot of material. But what I want you to know is that we do this over and over in our academies, right? Vance knows we go live 4 days a week, and he's a member of the YouTube channel, so tons of stuff in that. And then we have our all access members. So I'm not throwing you guys brand new things. This is stuff we do repetition over and over. So what I want to encourage you is this. If you're a beginner, give me that 5-note blues scale and maybe go up a half step, right? Go back down and maybe go down to B. And you're going to start to notice that it's not as scary as you thought it was. And over the last few days, I've done all keys trainings. Like, how do you play your blues scale in this key, and now how do you play it in this key? Like, it's all about fingering and knowing how to use this repetition. I want you guys to have success in any key. So if somebody says, all right, E flat blues, and you're like this, if they call E blues, F, B flat, right? I want you to be able to play in any key and really enjoy the process of learning about music. All right, so for you guys who are YouTube members, and I'm going to be looking, I'm going to let everybody know when we get a new YouTube member. We are at 10. We've been at 10 for several months now. And I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out on this. It is loaded with stuff. I'm always looking for the next person who wants to join us. And that's the best way I know for you guys to get on the entry level side of iMusicAcademy. Maybe you're not ready for all access, and maybe you're not ready for Chord Academy, but joining the YouTube channel might be the best thing that you ever do. What's up, Jeffrey? Jeffrey is the most consistent man at iMusicAcademy. He's always supporting everyone. So Jeffrey, good to see you. Awesome. And as always, guys, I welcome your frustrations, things that you're working on, ways that I can help you. I love to do that. So let's stay in contact. Keep commenting on the videos, and I'm going to check to see if anybody has left any reviews. Remember, you can now leave reviews at iMusicAcademy.com inside the store. For those who are maybe considering getting the courses, I need them to be able to look at reviews of how they enjoy the material. All right, guys, as always, I get to say goodbye to everyone. Where do the notes start and end? I don't know if I understand the question. Do they ever start and end? Vance could probably help you with that one. You got to start with things that are simple. That's why I like this little beginning blues sheet. Let me just put a link as we're kind of saying goodbye to each other for this morning. I want to remind everybody, if they want to download, let me give you guys something here. The beginning blues sheet. This will be, here's a link to the beginning blues sheet. And I'll just remind, I have had tons of people who are not members or anything download that. And all it is, let me put this inside. Oh, then the and of the octave. Yeah, what I love about that with the octave, and of course, once you end with the octave, then you go up, right? But I love this idea, especially for transposition. Is this one is in Blues Volume 1? Then you go up to D flat, right? The end, right? Does that make sense? So notice how I have the octave there, flat 7, 6, flat 6, and now I'm here. Right? And it gets you into the blues scale again. And then, of course, with everything, once one octave ends, the other one begins. I think you guys are going to be, I think in our academies, we're about ready to dig back into Blues Volume 2 because it has all the licks that I get emails about all the time. All of these and that one right there. All those are in Blues Volume 2, but so is this, where you go. What a great way to get your chops together when you're practicing those kinds of things, right? And all that is notice how that's connecting several ideas together. Like, I love that right there. Just trying to get a hold of the note name on the keys. Oh, very good. Okay. Get a hold of the note names on the keys. Perfect. That's cool. Yeah, so this is good to know because I'm a guitarist as well, and I like to play a lot of different instruments. And we do have a lot of people at iMusicAcademy that play a lot of instruments. And so I understand now of what you're saying, and that's great. What I would start with, one thing I would say that you could do is start with this. Boom, ba da 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 da. That's a great one on the guitar. I wish I had a guitar that was in tune and working here. Hold on a second. I don't think you'll be able to hear it. I keep asking everybody if I should do a channel where, I mean, if I could in my channel, if I should do guitar as well and other instruments, and the question is, should I do it all under iMusicAcademy or should I branch out? One more time, let's get a vote here as we wind up. So let's see, if we're doing our C blues, and you have this right here. So you have your pentatonic scale, of course. Everybody knows that, right? But you have this. Right? Everything fitting around the pentatonic scale, but this. Bump, da da da, right? I don't even know if you can hear that. Even on G, I could do that. Even on F. Right? Does that help? I feel like this is so delayed. Oh, there we go. I'm sitting there, I'm like showing you guys how to do stuff on guitar, and I can't even see myself holding a guitar, but it just updated. Finger food. I hope that helped you there. But yeah, I would practice that. That would be a good one to start. Right? Boom. Even those, they're so good. I love playing guitar and love teaching guitar as well, but I just didn't know if it would overwhelm iMusicAcademy. I would love y'all's thoughts. All right, I'm refreshing here and going to say goodbye to you guys now. And by the way, for any of my guitarists, let me know if you need help. If you need help with any kind of voicings on guitar or licks and ideas, I have all those. Do videos, but under iMusic brand. Okay. I trust Vance. All right, guys, you have 1 minute to say goodbye to each other. You can see the 1, 2, 3 sounds good. Yeah, very cool. I would do that. Also, man, when it comes to guitar things, like, hold up. Yeah, I didn't know if you could hear that or not. But like, Bill, good to see you as well, always. Let me show this to you in G, so it might be easier to hear on. Like if you go, you have your G, and if you practice that, right? If you practice that, boom, that's what I did just a minute ago. But if I go, right? And also, there's so many ways to do the jazz and the blues stuff. So I could help, if somebody wants to know how to get all your jazz and blues working together. I would love, love, love it if. Very cool. Yeah. That's very cool. Yeah, I would love it if some people were interested in learning guitar on my channel. That would be great. And it would not interfere with what we do on piano, but I think there are some people out there that might want to do some guitar training. So, all right, this is awesome. All right, let me say goodbye to you guys. So, a shout out here to Dad. Dad was first on this morning. Give a shout out to T-Man. Bill, second on. Rick, always faithful here. Vicky, good to see you as well. See Bill, Rick. Vance, of course, a member of the YouTube channel. Lots of members of the YouTube channel here. I'm telling you guys, it's a lot of fun. Rolf like golf. Rolf might be playing golf. He might have left us to go play some golf. And I want to say Nitty. I think it's Nitty. That's what I'm going with. Vance, good to see you. And hold on. And my guitar player, I'm just going to call you Guitar Man. I need a short name for you. And then Jeffrey, the most consistent man at iMusicAcademy. All right, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you guys for All Access Group on Monday morning. I have to make some decisions because I said that I was only going to go live for our YouTube community for July, you know, like, and let everybody get all access. But I've been letting everybody have everything, so it's been kind of funny. All right, guys. Have a great one. See you in the next one. And for the person who joins, I'm just going to say this. Remember that in addition to there being tons of resources in there, the next live stream we do, I'm going to shout out whoever joins our thing. And the only other thing I need to tell you guys is right now there are 4 different memberships on the YouTube channel. I am getting rid of one of them. The lowest tier, which is $2.99, is not servicing anybody. It's not helping anybody. And it's too many options. So we're getting rid of that one. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, Jeffrey. Oh, Redskin.